Hello, my name is Gabe Zolna. I don't know if you heard, but we haven't heard a lot from Michelle DeBell. But I did hear something that's pretty interesting. And what she's now saying is that 4 more years won't be enough for them to finish what Obama needs to do. Okay, let me understand this. He already had 4 years, and he found ways to spend, what, $6 trillion, and he's probably set to spend at least that in the next 4 years. But now Michelle is saying that another 4 years won't be enough. So what's the game plan, Michelle? What are you proposing? Let me guess. Okay, so the Constitution, that's pretty clear, right? And what it says is that the president can run for 2 4-year terms, right? Now, if he needs more time, what are you going to do? You're going to just sort of ignore the Constitution? I guess you could, right? Because he's already done that, like when he went into Libya when he wasn't supposed to without congressional approval. Anyway, okay, so I guess the other thing he could do is just mandate that, I'm going to stay here. And in the process between now and then, before he actually goes ahead and announces that he wants to be like Morsi in Egypt, he wants to be like, the ruler, the pharaoh over there, and here I guess you call him, what, the king? I guess he could be a king here. And he's used to that anyway, because where he's really from, they have a queen and they have a king. And so him wanting to be a king seems to make a lot of sense. I mean, that's what I would think he would want to call himself, right? Anyway, so what other option could he have other than to, circumvent the Constitution? And the argument that he's going to use, by the way, is, well, Roosevelt was in for 16 years. Well, yeah, that's true. And I'm not saying that was right, but I guess the country was at war, so that was one of the reasons he might have been in for an extended period of time. The bottom line is people are going to do whatever they're going to do, right? And Obama is not going to let go of his power unless he's removed because he's proven to be ineligible. And the sad part is there's not very many people working on that. Yeah, you got Sheriff Joe and you got Mike Zulu, you got the cold case posse, and you got a couple of attorneys that are trying to get some lawsuits going. But you know who should be really behind it all? Congress. Congress should demand that the American people have a right to know that their president is in fact eligible to be president. And that can easily be proven, and we all know how, right? Donald Trump knows how. That's why he offered $5 million. But Obama never took him up on it. You ever wonder why? The answer is as obvious as my finger on the end of my nose, right? Anyway, I think it's really interesting to have heard Michelle say what she did. Didn't surprise me, but I would have thought that she would have waited. I mean, he hasn't even been inaugurated in the second term, and already she's worried about another term because he needs more time. More time to do what? Someone needs to ask that question. Just like when he said hope and change, and when he said he's going to transform this country, somebody should have asked him into what? He probably wouldn't have told him, but it would have been nice to have it at least on the record. I don't know. With this world in the state that it's in, with religion being pushed into the dirt, with God being removed from military handbooks, with the new military handbooks telling our military soldiers to look away if they're seeing people commit pedophilia, or if they're seeing husbands abuse their young wives, 80-year-old men with 20-year-old wives, as they're beating them, they're supposed to turn away. Where do you think this country is going? We all know, don't we? Hey, Barry, when are you going to tell the truth? When are you going to tell the people what this is really all about, huh? Never? No, eventually you will.